Hi guys, my name is Joe,
And I'm Tyler, and welcome to Dad Spikes.
where we answer your questions in 10 minutes. Let's go!
So I have a personal question for you,
Okay, shoot.
and I think this may be I think reason being I had a very recent experience, but I'll share that later. So the question is,
Yeah.
have you had experience of handling both your children alone?
Oh yes, definitely.
Is it?
It's going to happen very soon again, but yes, definitely.
Okay, so maybe I'll share some context as to why I asked this.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's also good to share maybe what's to be done so that my situation doesn't happen again. So let me share the situation was that my wife has a work event.
Yep.
So the work event lasts till like quite late at night, 8 or 9. So that was so I got to go pick up the kid, I have to feed the kid, do the whole night routine essentially.
Yeah.
Right? Everything was going fine. Sporadic moments where my kid will ask me where's mama, That's fine. The issue came when I needed to put my daughter to sleep.
Okay.
My daughter has been used to sleeping with the mother.
Okay.
Actually, nearly every night ever since she was born.
Okay.
Right? And this will be the first time without the mother.
Okay.
So, when I put her to sleep, I did everything, put her to sleep, she started crying. She started crying, I want mama, I want mama.
Yeah.
So, crying for 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
I tell you, it broke me. It literally broke me because there was nothing that I could do to console her.
Yeah.
She was crying, and then she was crying to the point she was coughing, and then because she just had milk.
Oh, yeah.
And everything, I'm just worried you vomit,
Yes.
But then she'll cry, and then a few times she was retching, and I was like, oh, okay, So I think I brought her down the bed. I brought her to the living room.
Yeah.
I show her then mama not here,
Yeah.
Mama will come home later,
Yeah.
right? And then she calmed down.
At least she still comes home later. If she's like overseas business trip, then
I don't know. Then she went back, but fortunately she went back and then she calmed down.
Okay.
And then she went to sleep. But what happened was because of the crying,
Yeah.
she has a lot of mucus or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so when she was sleeping the time, you could hear the noise that it makes.
Yeah.
And after that, because of that, she coughed and then she vomited.
Oh, in her sleep?
She woke up lah.
Oh, okay.
Then she started crying again. So what happened then my wife came back just then, and then
Just nice. Okay.
and then when my wife put her away, within 5 minutes she's out already.
Okay.
So I think maybe you can share what is it like.
Yeah. Okay. So if I try to put things into perspective, see, my elder one is 5 years old. My younger one just turned 1.
Okay.
My elder one is at the age where she's starting to become independent.
Okay.
To the extent that she can help us take care of the second one.
Okay.
And then, if you talk about 2 kids, right? Because there was a huge gap, so I lived through the stage of me devoting my time 100% to one kid, and then
The other kids.
once you have the second one that come out, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different from those who have one kid, one after another, year on year, like one 5 years old, one 4 years old, that kind of thing. So it's a bit different. So with that in mind, I learned a few things.
Okay.
One is you can't devote too much of your time to them. If you start doing that, you lose yourself.
Okay.
I'm not asking anybody to say that, ignore your kids. Yeah, but there are things that the kids really don't need your attention.
Okay.
So for example, if let's say you're shitting halfway
Okay.
and your kid suddenly cry for you, just let her cry lah. You can't cut your shit and just, if you do that, then your kid will know that every time she needs you, she'll just cry. If you don't cry, if you don't come, she'll cry harder. She'll cry so hard that she know that you'll come. But if you condition her, like how my second one is now, if you condition her to know that yes, you can cry for attention, but there are sometimes Papa or Mama is not free.
Won't come immediately lah.
Yeah, won't come immediately. Stop crying.
Right.
Yeah. So, having said that, my elder one was brought up in a fully devoted.
Yeah. I think everybody's first one is like that.
Probably, yes. Most lah.
Yeah.
So she still has that issue. She'll keep crying until we come.
Oh, serious?
If she has an emotional breakdown. Today, now she's a lot more tame. She can control emotions better. But sometimes she'll still have emotional breakdown.
Yeah.
And when that happens, I don't know if it's an age thing, but when that happens, she'll just keep crying until like. So this is the part we are very scared of, because like you mentioned, right, they can actually vomit. They can actually, for example, in a few instances, she actually became sick after that.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, so we don't know why, but we realized that, you know, if she cried so hard, she actually gets sick very easily after that. Yeah.
Right.
So we I mean, the first time we're still trying to manage. The good thing is the emotional breakdowns are not that often.
Right.
And then the second one, we are in the position where we don't have that issue. So if you bring that into perspective, if I have to take care of both of them alone, right, I have to make sure that first of all, I don't do things that cause any of them to have emotional breakdown. Any of them. And then I will try and make it a point to tell my elder one that now you have a responsibility to take care of the younger one.
Okay.
And this started all the way when the younger one was about 4 months old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct. So very typical instance is when I'm driving and both of them are in the back.
Right.
Yeah, I go and pick up my wife. The younger one always cry until they don't know what, and the elder one always helps me to calm her down.
But your younger one would calm down with the sister.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Not every time. So that to the extent that the older one, right, she knows if she tries for let's say 5 minutes, she'll exhaust all her options.
Then she give up also.
Yeah, then she give up. Then she'll come to me and say, Papa, May don't want to stop crying. And I'll tell her, okay, then just continue to do your things. Ignore her. So, I don't know whether my wife, how she really does it, because I don't really monitor.
Right.
Or rather, I'm not there to observe, right? But when I travel for work, she somehow manages to settle both of them. Yeah.
This is one of the questions that I had also, but we'll ask it another time.
What's that?
So a very brief one, right? I always tell my wife this. I say that I don't know whether it's biological.
Okay.
Right? But the fathers tend to need to put in more effort to deal with the kids than the mothers deal with kids.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's I'm speaking from my personal experience. I have to definitely put in more effort than my wife, because my kid is okay with my wife. She will just behave, she will listen and everything.
Yeah. Because you believe that your kid has certain bias, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's the thing. I think generally mothers have some special power. I don't know what's it. So
they always say that the mothers are, or babies are more connected to the mothers because it came from there.
Yeah.
That's what they always say, right?
Yeah. So I won't deny it. I've seen it in person.
Yeah.
So, but that's for another time. I think coming back to this question, right?
Yep.
I think what I'm picking up from you is essentially build it, start from young. Am I right? That means that you don't, because the difference between you and the younger one and the older one is you start from young with the younger one in a certain manner of dealing with her. So that means the crying, you let her cry out a little longer, rest,
that's what I did, and it's sort of working for me. I don't know whether that's the right way, because I'm sure there are a lot of parents who cannot tahan hearing their kids cry. I personally sometimes to a certain extent I also cannot lah, but actually on that it hurts me to see them cry. But sometimes I know the priorities, or rather I have to be very self-disciplined.
Yeah. My
priority now is to shit. I shit before I go and settle her. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So that's how I think it's working for me.
I think there is I think as a parent for my own kid now, last time I cannot really tell. Now I can tell very clearly what cry is
for what?
A real cry.
Yeah.
Or what cry is that you're trying to be nonsense,
Yes.
So I think that's a good thing. But I guess, so taking care of kids your two kids, I guess, is a juggle. At least you have help
Yeah, at least I have help from my elder one.
from your elder one, even though may not be the.
Actually, talking about help, probably the best way is to get help. You know, I mean, if you have to be away and then your wife is alone, or your wife will be away, and
somebody else also.
get somebody to help you.
Yeah.
Maybe they can resolve everything.
Maybe that's the easiest way, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, great.
And then so that's fine.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that, but okay, no problem.
Alright.